Okay, so you're saying if he had gotten treated by a Mexican doctor in Tijuana with stem cell treatments, you didn't make that introduction?
That's correct. So
can I get you to look at an email here?
Sure.
And I've highlighted part of it.
So as I mentioned, and I mentioned it in my email, David, that in 2010, he approached us.
Can you read the date on that email?
This is 2013. And Marcy Frank is an officer of our company. And Dr. Amezcua was originally the chief medical officer. So our first clinical trial partner, as I mentioned in my email to you, when we first started in Mexico, was Hospital Angeles. And Dr. Amezcua was the principal investigator for everything that happened down there. We signed an agreement with a group called Novastem, Clinica Santa Clarita, who now has the exclusive with us, and they started treatments in the fall of 14.
I just want to clarify something. You just told us that if Jim Gass had been treated by a Mexican doctor in Tijuana with stem cell treatments, it was not based on your introduction. You did, in fact, introduce Jim Gass to Dr. Amezcua, did you not?
Right, and Dr. Amezcua has told us emphatically that he never treated Jim Gass. So
Can I get you to look at a video? Right
Sure.
here. I'm going to pull something up real quick.
And that's Cesar Amezcua.
And he says stem cells.
And I don't know if those were autologous or allogeneic. So clearly, Marcy made an introduction to Dr. Amezcua. And I don't know if he's participating in their autologous program or whether it's our product.
I just really want to clarify here because originally you said whatever Mexican doctor treated Jim Gass, you didn't make the introduction. This email clearly shows that you did.
Right.
You say that Cesar Amezcua told you he never treated Jim Gass.
Right.
This video clearly shows he does.
Correct.
What's true?
Right. We went back and did due diligence on all the information we had. Dr. Amezcua was over here as late as yesterday. We checked all of our records in terms of introductions. And I reported back to you in writing yesterday everything that I knew about the circumstance. And again, what needs to be investigated is, were those stem cells autologous or were they Stemedica's product? I think it's also important to note that in the New England Journal of Medicine that it states that Mr. Gass was treated with embryonic stem cells and mesenchymal stem cells, and he went to Argentina and China. So I will continue to do our homework on the situation with Jim Gass. I was unaware that Marcy had communicated with him. But again, as of yesterday, Cesar Amezcua was here and he said he did not remember treating Jim Gass, but he gave us, obviously, improper information.
In that email, Marcy also says that Dr. Amezcua in Hospital Angeles is approved to administer Stemedica cells. Correct. This line right here.
Right, they had an ongoing stroke trial. And,
okay.
And this was the time when we were switching from Hospital Angeles to our new partner, but that they at that time had COFE priest approval for the stroke trial.
What is Cesar Amezcua's association with Stemedica?
None at this time. He was chief medical officer at Hospital Angeles, and now he is a medical consultant to Clinica Santa Clarita.
I wonder then if this information from your website is out of date. You describe Cesar Amezcua as your medical and regulatory affairs director for Latin America.
If he was that, it was for a very short period of time. As I mentioned in answering your question, we have no relationship with Cesar today, other than he's affiliated with Clinica Santa Clarita. And he was the chief medical officer initially at Hospital Angeles.
When and how did you sever ties with him?
I'd have to do homework on that. I don't
know. Okay. Now, in that video, Jim Gass says he was told that Cesar Amezcua was administering Stemedica mesenchymal stem cells.
Okay.
How do you respond to that?
I have to do my homework. I just don't know.
Okay. I just want to be really clear here, so if this is repetitive, I'm sorry, but do you still maintain that Stemedica had nothing to do with Jim Gass's treatment in Tijuana?
I don't know until I do more homework on that.
Okay.
So clearly what we've been saying as a statement of fact has been incorrect.